you get a cut, you know what I mean? You get a kickback. So you got to get them in early, because a lot of people, they pre-drink at home and then they come to the club at 1 o'clock. So you're not going to get that kickback. So, and then another benefit of the CD was, then throughout the week they're playing the music, and it's got the marketing natively inserted into the music.
That you're still in Australia until 2013.
Still in Australia, and also all throughout the Pacific, and also New Zealand. So, for example, my artists, we even tour America like every second year and do like 30 different locations. We've toured in Europe, all throughout the Pacific Islands. So that's a good business, man. And the thing for that is it helps my boys to eat, you know, because they're very good and talented artists.
And then what was this next step after the music and label?
So I had the Facebook page. I'll go on to say all of that. Was I had the Facebook page for my promoting my events. And then about 2013, 2014, there was a viral trend. It was called the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah, I know.
And all I did, bro, was create a compilation video of all the different viral ice bucket videos. And I posted it on my page. I would have had about 50,000 back then, and which was strong but they were all lovers of like urban music in Australia. So I post that video up, go to sleep, wake up the next day, got 20 million views. 20 million views, bro. And I never had a viral video on that page, right? So I'm like, what the this is crazy. Because
for that time, a viral video with that amount of views is like,
it was crazy.
Viral.
It was crazy. And you gotta, there was a few rappers and artists, like for example, Jay-Z, Master P, all the Birdman, Steve Stout, all the business type of people that I would just watch all their long format content, and then you hear the word ownership. So instead of charging them X amount of dollars, I was like getting percentages of the company, and now I got a couple restaurants that I got percentages of, right?
Media for equity at that time.
Yeah, right? Man. So I'm like, that's because I know marketing and I'm so good at marketing, actually this transfers to any type of business. If you know marketing and you have that understanding that, okay, you have to be an expert in the business, right? So you got to do deep dives. You got to talk to the right people. You got to learn how to learn. It's people think, oh, you study. There's a really way that you learn how to learn. It's very important. So 20 million views on the video. So I'm sitting there going, I don't know how I'm going to make money from this, right? But I know from running a nightclub that if I got 1 million people walking past and I got another nightclub with no one walking past, where am I going? Where's the opportunity? The place where the people are, right?
Of course.
So I just keep smashing it. Mind you, bro, all along, I've got friends and everything from being in the music industry that go on all these talent shows and Australian Idol, X Factor in Australia. And, so from overnight, they're getting hundreds of thousands of followers. But then I'm seeing that the next season, they're falling off because I just started posting like every 20 minutes. After that, I just started posting every 20 minutes, bro. Like this was back then when the algorithms were different.
Yeah.
So I built
on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, man. So I built this page up from like 50,000 to like 4 million before I even started monetizing it. And that took about 4 months.
During 4 months, when you saw this first viral video, you were posting a video every 20 minutes.
It was a combination of videos or memes, but every 20 minutes we're posting. Like it was just me and my boy Mark. There was two of us. He did the night shift, I did the day shift. You know what I mean? Like we treated this like, I don't know what this is, but this is where there's gonna be opportunity, right? So then we just tried all these different. So I tried drop shipping. It went good, and then like I said, everything is always about fine tuning. And I'm like, man, I don't want a physical product because I'm kind of like half digital, but then the product that people are buying is physical.
Yeah.
So you still have all these returns, you have the wrong sizes, you have too much stock. It's still a physical business at the end of the day, or a physical product. So then I did that. I created websites that was how old are you, man?
I'm 27 right now.
Okay, maybe you might. It was like back in the days where like, okay, you know, like torrent websites now where you watch the streaming, the sports and the movies,
Yeah.
and it's just filled with ads. So I had like websites like that. For example, it would be like, oh my God, Kylie Jenner's just posted this outrageous photo on her Instagram. And then the caption would be like, oh my God, you won't believe photo number 4.
I imagine that when you're getting this reach at that time in the internet, and you're saying like making 6 figures a month,
Yeah,
kind of was a quick scale, right?
very quick.
How was your mindset of seeing that amount of money? How was that flowing?
Look, I just stay focused because, like I said, man, I grew up with a lot of people that made it in sports or whatever. And you got to think the sports in New Zealand and Australia. And then I came across mobile games. And I'm like, man, this is perfect because it was a new genre. It was called casual gaming. So it wasn't these big in-depth games that are big AAA games that cost $150 million to build and everything. These were just done by independent indie developers, and they were like tap, tap, tap. Easy to learn, hard to master. That's kind of the...
Yeah, to give an example for people at home is like showing Clash of Clans versus Flappy Bird.
Exactly. So okay, I didn't know if you would have known Flappy Bird, but Flappy Bird, actually, the guy's my friend now, Dong.
Oh, really?
From, Vietnam, yeah. So Flappy Bird was the one that I read that and I'm like, hold up, this guy's making $50,000 a day. You got to think back then that was big.
Insane.
You know, people are making a lot of money now, but the one thing that tipped me off about that guy, man, was he was living in Vietnam. So he's making 50 US living in Vietnam. You might as well be making 500,000 a day, right?
Yeah.
Living in Vietnam. So when I saw that, I'm like, damn, I just did a full deep dive, bro, into the gaming industry. And you got to think, at that time, I was getting inbounds from everyone. See, this is the thing. I always say, don't beg for opportunities, right? You got to build an asset or something or your network up, and then they'll come to you, right? They'll come to you because you got something, you built something of value to other people, right? For example, so I'm seeing that and I'm going, damn, bro, like I need to. One of the emails that came through was like, hey, I work for this company. We monetize mobile games. I'd love to do a game with you. We could probably make $200,000 up. And then I messaged him back going, how much are we going to make? He's like, 200,000. I'm like, all right, cool, let's try it. And that was funny because later on, this guy ended up becoming one of my business partners. And then anyway, later on we had the conversation. He just said, I just plucked the number out of the air. And, so I'm talking to him, bro, like learning everything I can about this, because you got to think, he was from sales, but he had just got put into the sales role in apps. This is all a new thing back then, bro. Like monetizing apps, especially as an indie developer, was crazy. So I'm learning everything, and I'm like, hold up, man. As we're talking and communicating, I'm like, we need to make a mobile games publishing company. So it's kind of like people understand it more when I equate it to music. It's kind of like we're the record label, and we get an artist that has potential. We polish them, give them the media training, do the marketing, brand them, monetize. So that was pretty much it. We put out a game. It was called Color Switch.
Color Switch.
And,
I played that game.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It went number 1 all around the world. And I used all my assets. So I was getting people to make videos for free. And I would post it on my Fortify Facebook page, which was a big viral.
How were you creating this leverage for people to do?
Because I had the biggest page. I had the, for example, right? And I'm not, this is another thing. What I am, the reason why I like to talk about my whole journey is because you'll notice that when I say stuff from here, it's because I learned it.